Hi, welcome to another episode of Life Changers. And this is Mike. Okay, we're just laughing in here, having a great time. So we're recording. We record a few, I guess, sessions at a time, and we just finished recording one about taking responsibility. Is that what it's called? Yes. So accountability. Sorry, short memory. I'm like a dog. I'm over here. Hey, I'm over here. But anyways, we're just talking about that and how I talked about my paintball story, and yeah, it was funny. But I take full accountability on that one. That I did have a good point leading up to that, but hey, my reality is sometimes things don't work. I was just like halfway through the story, like, what was the main point of this? How is this going to be with accountability? Just talking about playing paintball. That's for the paintball podcast. I should call them up and tell them I got one for their. But anyways, let's bring it back. Today we're going to talk about making your reality. I know we had one listed before about like your personal reality. But this is the number one topic and the number one thing that a lot of people will always come back to. But like, how can I change my reality? If I'm pre-programmed, how can I change all that? And have positive in my life and make the reality that I want. Well, and I know I mentioned it throughout different episodes and bits and pieces, but I'll just talk really in depth about. And we're probably going to talk about the same things in different episodes and touch on things because it's just what people want. It's what popular demand. No, but I just feel like I need to talk about this again. So making your reality. It sounds like almost too easy or too good to be true. But it's really simple. We like to complicate things as, I guess, humans in this universe, but things are really more simple than it leads on. Like, I don't understand why we get stressed out and really like complicate and go crazy on things. But in making your reality, the number one thing first is you got to understand who you are. I know, like my previous episode, who am I? You got to do the same thing. You got to sit there and think about, and you could go in a quiet room, have a notepad with you, and just close your eyes, take a deep breath in, hold it, and always hold it. So if you're taking, 5-second breath in, hold it for 5-6 seconds, let it out for 5-6 seconds. And I just find that reboots the energy. And just think about, who am I? Like, what is my reality? And my reality growing up, and my reality like even now is like, I'm chasing, I'm trying, like, I know I'm not supposed to chase things, but people out there, they might see me as, oh, wow, he's successful, right? He has his companies, he has different projects he's working on, and now he's doing an amazing job with Life Changers. And I'm creating my community. I want this to create my community. I want this to be creating my reality. This is part of my reality that I want, and that's why I'm making Life Changers. And I've self-sabotage. I stop myself from creating my reality, and I'm like, this is the reality I want. You know what? If in the end, all I do is make podcasts or travel the world, meeting people, talking with people, and just we create our community and feeding off each other's energy, and I'm able to help people, and people are able to, like, I help them, and in turn, by me helping them, I just get positive energy, and it helps me too. I don't care about it. The last 20, 30 years of my life working my butt off. Like, I don't care about that. If this is my destiny, if this is what the universe wants, this is what I'm doing. And I'm kind of hoping it because I love it. I love talking. Trust me. People that know me, oh yeah, shut up, Mike. All you do is talk. But no, I love talking. I like trying to bring, I want people to have good stories. Like, even before I learned about the law of attraction, when I show up at a party or I show up at somebody's house, I want to be the fun, happy-go-lucky guy. And I want to just be spontaneous and enjoy life, love life, be happy. And that was my reality. And people are like, wow, you're always so full of energy. And yeah, sometimes I don't read the room properly and everybody's tired. And after like hanging out and being full of energy with me for like 5-6 hours, and everybody just wants to relax and calm down, and sit down and talk. And I'm there like, yeah, let's go do something. But that's the reality that I want. I want to make people happy. I want people to have that story of like, wow, we hung out with Mike. We went paintballing. I'm bringing it back to paintball. And he got his head shot off by the police. It was great. He was stunned. It was amazing. Right? I don't know. We're supposed to have fun in life. Like, I always, like, even though I started working at a young age, right? I worked in the factory when I was born. No, but I started working at 14 years old, like at a real job, as we say, where I'm paid by the hour. I still went to school and I did both full time. And that's not the life I want. It's just, okay, I look around, and don't get me wrong. If this is your life where you work 9 to 5, where you have your job, your career, that you, as long as you are loving it, that's awesome. But it wasn't for me to work a job and then can't wait for the weekend so I can actually do whatever I want because I'm tired all week. And then when the weekend comes, so I would work all day. I would find things to do with my friends, right? In the afternoons, go hang out with people, but especially on the weekends, like on Friday or Thursday, even though I just worked a 12, 13-hour shift, I'm still going to hang out and I won't sleep for 24 hours because I just want to go have fun and hang out and enjoy life. And that's what I want. So in my reality that I've created was fun Mike, happy Mike. I'm always happy-go-lucky. I'm here if people need to vent, right? Some people come to me and need advice or need to vent. But the personal reality now that I'm creating with Life Changers is I want to create a community, like-minded community where we're all creating. And we don't have to create the same things. We don't have to want the same things. It's not what I want at all. I want everybody to know their potential. So you got to figure out who you are. Write down the things you like about yourself, and then write down the attributes that you don't want or the things you realize that you're pre-programmed. So for me, for instance, I was pre-programmed that, hey, you're born into a poor family, you're going to be poor, and you're going to work your butt off and never relax, and you're still going to be poor because you're going to make only rich people richer. So pre-programmed to be poor. And I don't want that for my kids, right? I don't want that for my family. And then another thing I was programmed for is that everybody has limits. You're not, my dad used to tell me, you're not invincible. You know, one day it's going to catch up with you. And I was like, bah. And we limit ourselves because what happens when you get older? What's the first thing you say? So I have a friend now. He's like 3 to 4 years older than me. And he's there, oh, my leg, oh, this. And I'm like, what's wrong with you, man? You're acting like you're 80. Well, you know, when you turn 40, whatever, 42, 43, one day you'll just wake up and everything hurts all the time. And I'm like, hey, that's your personal reality and hey, we're all pre-programmed for this. Like, I'm testifying here. We're all pre-programmed that as you get older, you get weaker, that you're more frail, right? That, oh, my bones are going to hurt, my muscles are going to hurt. And that's the reality that we accept. Well, no, not in my reality. So I took that out of my reality that I want to make for myself. And with my friend here, actually, who's helping me with this, the sound technician here, he ages backwards. He's getting younger. And you know what? He's a little bit older than me, not much, just like 2-3 years older, probably. And he's running. He goes, I'm going to go run for an hour or something. And I'm like, I can't even run for 2 minutes if I wanted to, but but that's me limiting myself. And that's him going, well, I know I age backwards. I'm getting stronger and healthier. Poof. And you know what's funny about that? Is my dad's 72 years old. And people think, because I have an older brother who's just clipping 50. And people think that he's my older brother when they meet my dad. And my dad was like, well, I'm young and I'm healthy. I'm going to be stronger than you. And you know what? My dad is really strong for his age. Sometimes we play games and smack each other. I don't know, it's a game where you smack each other's hands and stuff. But in his reality, he's young and he's going to be healthy and strong and young. But there's one thing I noticed in the past few years with my dad, that he's actually saying, well, no, son, like, I go, oh, I hear that you were at the hospital or you're at the clinic or, you're getting checkups more often than you used to. Like, what is this? Well, son, as you get older, I'm 72 now. Like, of course, things are going to slow down. So I'm like, no, it's only going to slow down and you're going to get old and frail if you want to. And you might be like, hey, no, that's just a fact of life. If that's what you're thinking right now, well, just know that that's your reality. And I don't choose in my reality that when I get older, I'm going to be decrepit. No, I want to enjoy life. I want to go out and do things. I want to change my reality. So not only that you got to know what you've been programmed and who you are, now you got to create your new reality and what you want. And you got to think about like, well, if you're in a relationship, a loving relationship, or if you're not in a relationship, you're looking for love, then you could put that down. Most people, looking for success. But what is success, right? What's success to you? Because I go back to old me. I tell old me everything I'm doing now. Old me be like, holy crap, Mike, we made it. We're successful. We achieved all our dreams. But my reality now here is like, oh, I need to make, I want to set it up so it's fully automated in the sense where I want to hire more people and put more people in the play. And I want this to happen so I could make more money so I can give it away. And I'm going to be honest with you. My true motivation for making money is just so I can give it away, man. I just want to help people that much that I just want to give it away. I wish like I was one of those TV shows like Secret Millionaires, where I could just take care of when people talk to me and they're like, yeah, and I don't know, as long as they're trying and working their butt off and they're like, it just never seems to get that leg up, that hand up. I want to be that person to help them. But I'm not at that position. Like, yeah, I have a company and I have all these different trade names I'm doing and different projects, but I'm not successful enough where I can just sit in the Bahamas and do nothing. I'm not there yet, but I am. I got a warehouse. I got 2 warehouses. I have a lot of freedoms. I'm not stressed about like money day to day, but yeah, I'm not where I want to be. But see, that's one of the keys is once you put in the universe and you manifest what you want, you got to remember the key thing is set it and forget it and just let the universe take over once you get the vibrations. So I'm going to do a part 2 to this, making part of the reality, because long-winded. I try to keep these within, anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes. So yeah, we're going to do part 2 coming up in the next previous episode. So, just like and comment below. If you have any suggestions or anything that you want answered, or if you have a question or you want something, you can always message it there down below. If you're watching on TikTok or on YouTube, just leave a message. And then, yeah, I'll try to answer questions and get topics that people want to hear about. But I just appreciate everybody and I love everybody. And I just thank you very much for listening. And this is Mike and this is Life Changers. And remember, we're all a work in progress. It takes one day at a time.